So just put your name at the top. Put your name. Seventh today. And then the location is just Swap Quarry, SWAP Quarry. Okay, so as you saw on the board, we had some hazards that we have to identify, particularly with these machinery. Getting in and out of your machines. You know, what was the first one? Yeah, well, that's your control, but the hazard is slips, trips and falls, getting out. Okay, so just write that in the first box. Slips, trips and falls. And potential harm, you know, if you were to fall out on your face, you know, you could, you could break your nose, break your arm, twist your ankle, you know, any one of those, potential harm. And significant hazard, we'll tick that box, yep. Now we have to work out the control, you know, so we've got our hierarchy of controls. We'll either eliminate, isolate or minimise. So we're just going to tick minimise for that. And our control, action proposed, is going to be use 3 points of contact, okay? And then just put your initials there in the next box beside it. And then just frequency of monitoring is just daily. You just put your initials in there, that'll be good. The next major hazard with these machines, if you're a dogman and you've got an operator in there, there's a certain area, you know, that you have to keep out of, okay? So the hazard is operating area, okay? Your machine operating area. Potential harm, you know, if your operator was to swing around and whack you on the head, you know, potential harm is death, would be a good one. You'll die. Significant hazard, yes it is. How do we control this? Can we eliminate it, isolate or minimise? You can eliminate it, but we can't totally eliminate it because there are all kinds of distractions. So let's just minimise it, okay? And our action proposed is to just always be aware. You know, that's the only thing that we can do to minimise that hazard. And again, just initials and just daily monitoring. Just coming a little bit closer, guys. There are times when you're going to be close to your operator. I'll open this door over here. And even small hazards like a swinging door. You know, you're going to talk, when you actually want to talk verbally, you've got to get within a metre of your operator, and you're going to come within the operating area. It's obviously going to be disengaged, but the door is, so just put swinging doors as your next hazard. Potential harm is just knocks and bruises, or you could lose an eye. You see these sort of, if you're fairly short, you know, you can walk into it. Ideally you want to have it pitched back, so it's not going to be a hazard, but in windy conditions you just never know what the potential harm could be, okay? So it is a significant hazard. What we can do is totally eliminate this hazard. So we'll tick eliminate, just ensure that your door is, you know, clip back, okay? So just say clip back your door. The other thing is that sometimes you could be, you have to talk to your operator while the machine is operating, and you're both aware that you are operating. You could potentially get your foot caught underneath the track. Okay, so your next hazard is crushing.
What is that?
Crushing.
Crushing.
Yeah, crushing. Yeah. Potentially, yeah. I mean, potential harm. Your feet are going to get severely broken. We can only minimise that hazard. And we just have to be aware. The only control is just keep your feet out of the way of the tracks.
And what about wearing steel-tip boots?
Very good. Wear PPE. It's another good control. Every good machine should have, well, have a look over here, guys. Every machine, whether it's a piece of small plant or a large machine, will have some signage on your machine. What does this signify? That sign there. Pinch points, good. Fantastic, pinch points. So we'll just write down your next hazard, pinch points. Potential harm for pinch points is you're going to get crushed body parts. And potential harm is just keep out of that area. Just keep out of that area.
Minimise that.
Yeah, minimise that. Yep. Yep. Keep clear. Great. Now the other major hazard, once you've got your machine warmed up, these machines generate a lot of heat. Your motor, your water and everything else. So heat would be your next one. And potential harm is burns, either oil, hot oil, hot water. It's significant. We can minimise that by wearing gloves, PPE. We'll just put one more down, guys, which is, you can hear those machines over there. If you're sitting in that machine, what would be the conditions like inside of the cab? Good. So noise is your next major one. As you can see, there you can just go on forever, in terms of hazard operating these machines. So noise, potential harm is loss of hearing, deafness. Who's got industrial deafness? Andrew, you got industrial deafness? Huh? No?
No.
Oh, should I have?
Selective hearing.
Selective hearing.
That's more associated with marriage, eh?
That's right. That is so right. Okay, so we're going to wear PPE. You're going to wear earmuffs or earplugs to protect your hearing. Awesome. So that's done.
Just one question.
Yeah.
And I won't bother you with many questions.
Yeah.
Some of the guys at work
Yeah.
complain when we introduced the law that they are not allowed to wear earphones while working.
That's
because
right.
That's impairing your hearing.
It is. Yep.
And you can't hear alarms or sirens or whatever.
Yep.
But now what happens if I'm wearing earmuffs or earplugs? Am I not impairing my hearing at the same time?
You are impairing your hearing, but you're also protecting your hearing. With the earplugs, with music playing and that sort of stuff, that's a distraction. Okay, so while you're operating with just earmuffs, you're concentrated on your job, but with earplugs, with music playing, you're distracted from your actual task. So that's a good argument to go back with them.
What, the earmuffs now,
Yeah, that you can.
at a certain decibel.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
surrounding.
Yeah. All right, so we'll put that form. I'll just yep, that's all cool. Put that form at the back, and we'll start on our pre-checks. You got that book there, Chris? You just want to do that now?
Yep.
That'll free you up.
Sorry about that, guys. It's entirely my fault. I just put the date in just put TPP under there, and just
You have TPP in there, right?
or just put RTW.
No, yeah, just put your own company, own company name.
right.
Yeah, so that would be good. So what we'll do is we'll give you a machine each. Andrew, you can have the excavator later, and the keys go in the roller, isn't it?
Yep. Yep.
Okay, cool.
9 o'clock all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, 9 o'clock would be good.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, we'll just hand it over to.
Yep.